Is it safe to say that you are the show's villain? Because it kind of sounds like it in a way.
You can interpret that how you want.
Hannah.
You're gonna have to wait and see who's really the villain in this.
As a reality TV fan, I'm so excited for this show, but please tell us what fans can expect from this.
You can expect a lot of drama, but a lot of fun times, and you're just gonna have to wait and see. A lot of
Easily.
relationships. That's
I'm
more.
a tease in myself. I mean, I think you'll see my shirt off a bunch of times. I mean, Eric's shirt off a bunch of times, Andre's shirt off a bunch of times. I mean, you're gonna see all of us have a good time making the best experience possible for these guests and to just make Lisa proud at the end of the day. But you'll see us do whatever it takes. And then there's also a casualty to, working with your staff, your castmates and whatnot. And it really shows in this show. We go through a lot, that's for sure.
I was gonna say, even the trailer, I'm like, oh my God, so much drama ensues. And Hannah, I did hear you say a little relationship drama. Uh,
Mhm.
can you elaborate on that? Because isn't that between the two of you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So you watched the trailer. I mean, you're gonna see Marciano make a really bad choice. So that's like when our relationship kind of goes on the rocks. So you're gonna have to wait and see on that what happens.
Okay, now we need to hear your side of the story.
Okay, to be fair, so we go into the show as exes and we try and make it all work and everything, to be honest. And sometimes it doesn't go according to plan. And when alcohol gets involved or just overall just feeling good, sometimes you make mistakes or whatever. And it's unfortunate, but it's honestly, I think it's what makes the show so fun is that we just tried to do everything we could and I just took it a little too far. That's what I'm going to say. I took it a little too far and I had to bite the bullet on it.
Hannah, how do you feel about his answer?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's been so long since we filmed it, but yeah, I've definitely moved on from it. But yeah, I mean, it was very hard, as you can see in that episode.
Okay, well, you did also bring up, Lisa, and I'm sure she had a lot of expectations for you guys. How did you navigate that all?
So, I mean, I just wanted to do a good job for Lisa at the end of the day because I know she has such high expectations, and the everything that she curated in the chateau was unbelievable. So every day, I just want to do the best job I could. So trying to navigate my ex-boyfriend and doing that, it was a lot at times.
Was it hard? Yeah, but it honestly wasn't even on my mind. It really wasn't. My main thing was getting the job done and impressing Lisa. So at any cost, that's what I did. And if I caused a lot of problems, I'd caused a lot of problems. I don't really care. I wanted to do the job and that's what I did. So was it tough navigating it? I mean, not really. Like, was it hard in general? Probably, yeah. But I was fine with it. I was totally okay with just going forward and doing the job.
From what you just said, it kind of sounded like you didn't care if you stepped on people's foot or like you kind of had to move people out of the way. Why did you kind of go with that approach?
Lauren, I mean, that's who I am. I'm a strong, independent man that I came there to be hand selected from Lisa to get a job done. And that's what I did. Now, am I still going to be, you know, communicative with my staff and want to do a good job with everyone? Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? At the end of the day, I wanted to get that job done and I wanted to do a great job. And if it came at some cost, it came at some cost.
Hannah, did you feel a similar way?
No, because I have a heart. So yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
so
I
It's
is it safe to say that you are the show's villain? Because it kind of sounds like it in a way.
You can interpret that how you want.
Hannah.
you're gonna have to wait and see who's really the villain in this. Well,
Ooh, okay, because there's a lot of personalities. It seems like, you're living with your co-stars, with your co-workers. I can't imagine that was easy whatsoever. And take the relationship out of it all.
it was hard at times, but I mean, at the end of the day, we all walked like we're like family, like living and working with these people for 6 weeks straight, I mean, you grow a relationship with all of them in a different way. So, yeah, but definitely at times was it hard to navigate living and working together? Of course.
Did you work with some of them before, or a lot of it was new?
A lot of it was new. I only worked with Marciano before, and we still currently work together.
Oh, you still currently work together.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Marciano, who like surprised you the most in the cast?
Either have to say Hannah or Steven only because I knew them beforehand.
Okay.
And when I'm not going to say Hannah because I know what to expect out of Hannah. And you know what? She did surprise me a lot of times, actually, when it came to either defending me or something, right? But I feel like with Steven, I didn't know what to expect because I knew him as a person, but I had never worked with him. So I didn't know what I was going to get from Steven. And from Steven, you get a lot of different things. You get a lot of work ethic, a lot of gossip, a lot of, a lot of different things. So he'd be the only person that like really surprised me because I knew him. But if I were to say not one of the castmates, I would say Eric, only because I didn't think there would be another person like me. And he was very similar to me as a person. So it was very nice to have somebody that I was close to and could understand because we're very similar. So that was surprising in itself. And we, like to have a lot of fun together.
Coming into reality TV, people are going to make these assumptions about you a couple episodes in. Hannah, what do you want viewers to know about you before the season starts?
I want people to see like I'm being vulnerable and opening the world up to my life and my relationship. And I mean, I feel like a lot of people will sympathize and like, see where just watching my journey through the whole process. So, I mean, there's going to be haters and there's going to be, people on my side, but that's what comes with it.
What would you say?
I think it's something that is a life lesson to really speak on itself about people in general, is to not prejudge them. And I think you're going to want to judge me very quickly, I think, in this show. And you're going to see me as somebody that I might not actually be. And I think I would really like for them to stay to the end, and then they can make their judgments at the end, because you might not get what you see right from the start.
Ooh, you guys are already so good at giving some teases. So many teases. Now, a lot of fans are, comparing this to Vanderpump Rules, especially maybe the early seasons. Is there really any comparison, or, two separate things? Hannah, you're shaking your head.
No, because we're on 24/7, mic'd up, cameras, surveillance. Like we don't get a call time where, hey, we have to go have lunch at this time, and then we get to go home and decompress and think about it. Like we have no time to think. We're working. Any drama that comes your way, like you have to handle it, squash it. Then you have to go live with them after. So yeah, it's completely different than Vanderpump Rules. I mean, maybe like the whole Jackson Saucy thing between him and I, but that could be compared. But no, it's completely different.
Oh my God, she just compared you to Jax. I don't know how I feel about this.
Oh, no, everyone's been saying that.
I'm okay with it. Honestly, I think it's actually kind of funny. I'm embracing it for now, but yeah, she's true on everything she said. There's no comparison because of that exact reason, that the show is just so completely different. The only comparison is the Lisa Vanderpump's involved, to be honest with you. And you get
And the name.
yeah, and the name. Other than that, it's a completely different show. And I think there's a lot of heart to it as well, though, because what makes this show so special is that we all came in there to accomplish a goal. And it's not like it's our personal lives, especially between us two, but it's not our own personal lives in a sense. Like we're that when they're working at Sir and stuff like that, like you don't see that. You don't see anything. You see them talking in the back and screaming at each other, but you don't see guest involvement. Ours is full on guest involvement. Went in there to get a job done, have to get it done. If we don't, we might get fired.
And you'll just see a lot of emotions and, like a lot of us open up, which you didn't really see in Vanderpump Rules, like when they were actually at work at Sir.